the most outlandish thing anyone's ever said to you, and you've only known them 30 seconds, 5 minutes? People say it's a Southern thing. I think it's a rural thing. I don't think it's just regional in the South. I think it's
a lack of cable.
It's a lack of cable. It's cable impaired.
Right.
That's how we should put it, because we don't want to offend anyone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mary's been hanging. Keith's been hanging. Mary.
Yes.
Thank you so much for holding. All right, you got to tell me the story.
Okay, Pam. Here's what happened. Anybody that goes to a veterinarian, place will definitely appreciate this. I walk in and I have, don't be shocked, a rat. And she's been scratching a lot. She's sort of been itching, so I wanted to take her to make sure.
Because she's a rat.
Wait a minute. Mary, do you realize you are one of the people I'm talking about? Hey, what's that? Well, it's a rat. He's been scratching. Rat. I think he's got a summer sore. I understand why you go to the vet. I go to my vet for my pap test. Are you kidding? Come on. All right, so anyway.
Why do you have a rat?
Rats are lovely.
My son's in college, and he got it for his girlfriend, and he realized that...
You see, she is one of those people.
So I'm the grandmother, or the grand rat, so he couldn't keep her because she takes a lot of attention like a puppy. But anyway...
She does, and she's your little,
it's a lap rat.
She's your grand rat.
What she called a fancy rat. She's just a small rat.
Wait a minute.
Puppy.
No, let me ask you this, because on Christmas morning, Mary, I let my dogs out every morning at 6 a.m. to do their business, and Rosie's usually the first one in because she gets so cold quickly, and she was just scratching on my front door, just scratching like, let me in, and my front door has glass in it, and I looked through, and she was scratching. She had this huge rat in her mouth. She had just killed a rat in the barn, and she was so
The cat
proud.
did the same thing this week.
No, I'm talking about like rat, big rat.
Now, this is a big rat the cat brought home.
Okay.
And wanted to come inside with it.
Because it's their offering for the Christmas feast. Don't you understand? They're very proud of what they've done.
So proud.
So she was, and I could not get her to let go of that rat. And I really didn't want to start Christmas morning like pulling a rat out of my dog's mouth. But I had to. So this rat was just a big brown rat with a big brown tail. So what does your rat look like?
She's white, and she's got a gray face and little gray dots down her back. She's just as cute as she can be.
It's an Appaloosa rat. So she's really cute.
She's cute as she can be. She's just like a little puppy. She comes when you call her name.
Really?
She's litter box trained even. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Pippi, let's get a fancy rat. And is the breed called a fancy rat?
She's called a fancy rat. She won't get real big. She's just like a little rat, like you get catching a mouse trap.
Oh, Pippi, let's get a fancy rat. Okay, all right. So,
well, let me tell you my story. So,
okay.
I walk in, and I go to the desk, and I give my name and her name, and I tell them what we're going to do. Well, there's a lady sitting in the chairs inside the waiting room, and she has that look on her face like, oh, a human body. I can talk to somebody.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, I give my name to the and the pet's name. So I go and
what's the rat's name, Mary?
Cupcake.
Cupcake, the fancy rat. And Mary, was the rat on your lap with a lead or like in a little rat carrier?
I've got long hair, and she sits up on my shoulder, and when she gets scared, she sits up under my hair. We'll see all the snails in there. I guess got her scared. Well, the lady beside me, she says, hi, how are you? And I said, fine, how are you? And she said, fine. She said, do you have a kitten or something?
You said, no, I got a rat under my hair.
No, I have a rat. And she goes, what? And about that time, Cupcake stuck her head out between my hair, through my hair, and she goes, oh my goodness. She says, well, at least I peed myself. And I said, ma'am, she said, at least I didn't pee on myself. The last time I saw one of those, I just peed all over myself. And I went, oh, now I'm going to tell you something, Pam. I have never been one that has a loss for words. I didn't know what to say. My mouth came open. About that time, the receptionist said, ma'am, would you like to come in this room? And I thought, yes, please.
Get me away from this weirdo that pees all over herself. As I sit here with my long hair covering the rat on my shoulder. With his nose peeping out of my hair like curtains. Oh, my God. Mary, and you're running from that woman? Do you not see the delicious irony of your story?
Mother of a rat.
Pam, you know what?
Cupcake.
Scarcely enough, when I called, and I thought about calling you to tell you this, that did run across my mind. Pam is going to make so much fun of me.
Well, can you send me an email of Cupcake the fancy rat on your shoulder?
I will. I'll do that.
I am dying to see this rat.
Do you still have the rat?
Yes, I had.
Oh,
yeah,
by the way, what was the
baby.
diagnosis? What was the diagnosis?
We haven't found out yet. She just scratches and things, and they've done a couple tests and things. I've spent $115 on this rat. Now, understand.
Now all of a sudden she's just a rat. The damn rat cost. She's not a fancy rat. The damn rat costing me $150.
Exactly. I'm paying money for a rat. Now, understand, I didn't pick this animal. This is not by my choice. My son, he didn't want her anymore. And I can't do that to animals, even a rat.
Well, I understand, but Rosie's sitting right here, and Rosie just said to me, Mary, she said, do you want me to take care of that for you?
Let me have a talk with Cupcake.
Honestly, if you were around her for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, you would fall in love with her. She's a baby dog.
I bet I would. Now you're not scratching, are you? You're not scratching, are you?
No, I'm not scratching, thank goodness.
Okay, all right, Mary. God bless you. Thank you for calling.
Has Cupcake ever bit you?
No, Cupcake's never bit me. Never, ever,
Cupcake
never.
comes when you call and uses a litter box, Anthony. What else do you want? She's a fancy rat.
Oh, my God.
That's the best call we've ever had.
She spent $150.
Oh, that rat. But it's not just a rat. It's white with a gray face and little gray spots down its back. It's a fancy rat.
It sits on your lap.
It sits on her shoulder under her hair if she gets scared. She's sitting there like June Carter Cash when she was alive, with probably the hair down to her waist, and then there's a little pink nose sticking out of her hair.
Oh, wow.
It's Cupcake. Cupcake the fancy rat. Keith, you've been holding forever. Thank you so much. But, I had to go on with that call.
Well, you know what? That's a strange coincidence, because my wife said she was at the vet office the other day.
Stop it.
She saw this woman with a rat sitting on her shoulder. She almost peed on her.
Stop it. Stop it.